John Craven with BevNet, and today we're at the BevNet offices here, and Richard Tate from Golazo has stopped by. Thanks for coming by.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So I guess first and foremost, can you quickly just introduce us to Golazo?
Yeah, well, Golazo means super goal in Spanish. It's what we scream when we score a goal in soccer. So this is the passion brand for soccer. We have two lines of all natural, non-GMO functional beverages, sports hydration, and sports energy.
So I guess first and foremost, I want to talk about the soccer focus. Do you think that's a viable niche at this point in the U.S., and where do you see it going?
Globally, there's 3.5 billion soccer fans. More than half the planet are soccer fans throughout the planet, and it's the fastest growing sport in America. And in 2 years' time, we have the World Cup in Brazil, which will be one of the proudest moments in our life, and really take that soccer notch continually to turn it up to 11 in terms of enthusiasm around soccer. So yeah, we don't think it's a niche, we think it's a vibrant and growing market.
And you've said that you're not going after the ethnic soccer player, but more of the soccer mom and somebody who's shopping at a natural channel. What's the reasoning behind that? I mean, isn't the ethnic market maybe a little bigger today?
For sure. No, we're not just going after the soccer mom, we're going after any soccer fan and soccer player. This is the passion brand for soccer. We live it, breathe it, we want to fuel football. So anyone who feels that affinity to a soccer lifestyle, then we're hopefully going to establish Golazo, particularly with our all-natural platform, as the passion brand for that community.
So let's talk about the platform. I guess originally it was just a single flavor, and I guess talking about the energy drink first. Now you've expanded to 4 flavors. What's the idea behind that? And I think you're also using stevia in it, correct?
Yeah. So we've got, the first 2 flavors that we launched with was a mango limon regular and sugar-free product that has hydration in it, so it has electrolytes plus energy. But very quickly when we came into the market, we saw that the general behavior in that category was to have flavor choice. So we tested new flavors, and our flavors are Latin-infused flavors. So we launched with a mandarina and also a Jamaica hibiscus punch flavor that added to our whole line. So 4 products in that line now.
And then I guess the product that maybe had a little buzz at this year's Expo West was the new sports drink, which has, coconut water. So, of course, some buzz about coconut water. Where does that kind of fit in terms of just what you guys are trying to do?
Well, certainly we wanted to hydrate your body and energize your feet. So we saw the opportunity to launch an all-natural, non-GMO hydration product. Frankly, it also allowed us to sample to a younger demographic. The fastest growing community in the soccer community is around youth soccer. So this allowed us to offer a non-caffeinated product that was all natural, non-GMO with phenomenal flavor, and again, broaden that brand platform. So now we're seeing retailers taking all 8 of our products and marking them as a whole line, a Golazo line. So
I guess in the sports category, you've got the Goliath that is Gatorade. In the energy drink category, I suppose Goliaths of Red Bull and Monster and Rockstar. How do you sort of differentiate, aside from just soccer, I guess talking about how you kind of go to market, this product is for the natural channel, it's in the Pacific Northwest primarily, What's the strategy?
The strategy first and foremost was to differentiate around 3 things, was this focus on soccer, the Latino community, and then the all-natural platform. Those were 3 things that allowed us to differentiate. Geographically for us, we launched in Seattle, that's where we live. It's soccer crazy in the Northwest. We have Seattle, we have Portland, and then we've also launched in a market with a higher Hispanic population, which is in Eastern Washington, which is actually our #1 market, where we've seen incredible response there. And what's unusual about our brand is to see the success we've had in both Latin and all natural. There's no other brand that's had that kind of success in both of those channels. And so that's where we see the resonance around Golazo and the success there. So we go to market, for us it's soccer first. So we launched at Arena Sports, which was an indoor soccer facility, and we launched with retailers like QFC and Whole Foods, which is around natural, and then Fiesta Foods, which was around Latin and the Latino market.
And I guess that being said, there's no rush to go to national or anything like that at this point?
No, we're trying to be super methodical and grow from our success. The next market for us will be Southern California, which we hope to launch before the end of this year. And that'll be our progression down to the south and to that soccer Latin community down there.
I was going to say, so requirement being that it has a good Latin population and a good soccer culture.
And a great beverage market. So all natural, Latino, and soccer crazy, that's our next market. You have to be soccer crazy. You can't work at Golazo unless you love soccer.
Sure. So let's talk a little bit about the company itself and just, the background. I know you're the co-creator of the Cranium board game, which can't really think of another board game creator who's gone into the beverage space, but you know, your funding, I think, recently was something that came from the founder of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, and also I think it was the owner of the Inter Milan soccer club. So where did that come from, and sort of how does that work out?
Well, we wanted to try and find industry experience, so certainly Howard was a great opportunity for us. He's been a fantastic supporter with me in the past. He was involved with Cranium, and someone like Angelo Moratti, who's the owner of Inter Milan, just brought that soccer enthusiasm and soccer passion. We have Placido Arango, who's one of the largest restaurateurs in Spain, but is a Real Madrid crazy nut. So we found people that supported what we were doing and believed in Golazo and the passion brand, but also brought that industry experience.
So I guess, does that mean there's potential to take this brand international? I mean, what's sort of the grand, you know, scheme here?
Sure. I mean, initially we're just trying to make Seattle, Portland, and down into California successful, but certainly our dreams is to take the brand internationally and become that global passion brand for soccer. We just don't see anyone else who's focused in that particular marketplace.
And do you think it's something that is maybe a little ahead of the curve right now? I mean, I guess we had talked about the World Cup 2014.
Yeah.
I know that gets you very excited whenever we talk about it. You know, do you think that's sort of, you know, the time when this brand's really going to sort of, you know, pop to the mainstream, or what are expectations like?
Well, I think that's certainly an externality that can provide an incredible world stage to raise the visibility for soccer. But we've got Champions League, we have Euros, we have an event all the time throughout the year that raises the visibility for soccer. Do I think we're ahead of the curve? You know, people have said to me, soccer's such a niche, but then you explain that more than half the planet loves soccer, and then you look at the growth in both the Latino market and the all-natural market, and I think we're right on trend.
Cool. All right, well, hey, Richard, that's been great.
My pleasure.
Thanks for coming by.
Cheers. Golazo!